x minus 1 is equal to x plus 3 over 2 minus x, with a condition said x is not equal 1 or 2. This condition means this denominator will not be 0 and this denominator will be not 0. Okay, now how can I start? You see here's like fraction and here is a fraction. I can eliminate these fractions by just multiplying, cross multiplying, by multiplying those together and multiplying those together and put them are equals. So I will write here x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 3 this the result of multiplying those together is equal to x multiplied by 2 minus x. This step comes from a over b is equal c over d leads to a times d is equal b times c. By multiplying those together, and they are equals. The result are equals. So this step came from this one. Okay, now remove the brackets. By multiplying those together, you will see x times x, that means x squared, plus x times 3, that means 3x, then minus 1 times x give me minus x, and minus 1 times plus 3 give me minus 3. Give me minus 3. This the left hand side, and the right hand side will be x times 2, that's mean 2x, x times minus x, that mean minus x squared. After then we put all the terms in one side and the other side will be 0. So by removing this to the left side, it will be x squared, and this will be plus also, so it will be 2x squared, and 3x minus x, that means 2x, and here is 2x comes to the other side in minus, so 2x plus and 2x minus remove each other, and the third term only is minus 3 is equal to 0. So the equation changed into quadratic equation, and this can be solved by two ways, either by factoring or by the rule. By factoring, let us see as difference between two quantities, squared quantities. This is squared of what? It is a squared of square root of 2 times x, all are squared, and this is square of square root of 3. and this minus is equal to 0, so we can consider this as difference between two squared, and we can solve them by just open two brackets here multiplied by other two brackets is equal to 0, and put here square root of 2 times x, and here square root of 2 times x also, and the signs, if we put here minus, here will be plus. Then square root of 3 will be put in here and here. After then we will take each brackets equal to, make it equal to 0, because when we multiply two quantities and the result is 0, that means either one bracket is equal to 0 or both are equal to 0. So we'll take each one and make it equal to 0 to find the value of x. This means we can take square root of 2 square root of 2 times x minus the square root of 3, that means the first two brackets, put them are equal to 0. And in this case we can just solve this equation by moving square root of 3 to other side. So square root of 2 times x is equal, this one moved to other side will be change the sign, it will be plus, so it will be square root of 3. Let me write it here to be clear. Square root of 2 times x is equal to square root of 3. And this means by dividing over square root of 2 here and the square root of 2 here, we got the value of x. Then x is equal to square root of 3 over square root of 2, that means square root of 3 over 2. This is the value from the first two brackets. Then let us go to the next two brackets. The next two brackets, this one here plus square root of 3 is equal to 0, and this can be solved by moving this to other side, so we can write square root of 2 times x, and this one moved to the other side, the sign will be changed into minus, then divide both sides over coefficient of x, this give me x is equal negative square root of 3 over 2. And those are the two answers for this equation. This answer here and this answer here.